we're back, let's take a look at the weather. Tomorrow, 90%. Today, 100% chance of snow. There it is! Back to you, Acadia.
Let's get started. This festive group may be the world's smallest marching band. They have a trumpet, a trombone, and a snare drum player. Oh, and a ukulele. Let's take a listen. Those are the most perfect snowballs I've ever seen. In fact, I don't think they're snowballs at all. It looks like they're actually fighting with ornaments. This guy never stops cooking. Let's see, flour, cinnamon, nutmeg, and of course sugar. Have you ever tried an eggnog with nutmeg or apple cider with cranberries? They're both great. Also, a great recipe for breakfast is eggnog French toast. Mix some eggs, milk, cinnamon, vanilla, and of course, eggnog. Hey, do you have a second, Connor? Well, I was telling the viewers about some great holiday recipes and I was wondering if you had any tips. Sweet, sit down. Well, I was wondering if there's anything about holiday cooking that really bothers you.
Absolutely. People tend to put off their cooking to the last second. By the time that they realize that they didn't have eggs or milk and they need it for a recipe, it's too late to go get it, and it ruins the entire meal.
Really? That always happens to me. What else?
Well, people seem to focus more on the main dish and ignore the side dishes. People tend to traditionally go for stuff like squash, carrots, corn,
Stuffing?
And what you should really try to do is you should mix it up a little bit and go for mini carrots, tiny corn.
That sounds like fun, but I need to know about my favorite part of the entire meal. What about dessert?
Dessert is very important. What you should try to do is you should try to focus on the traditional things, like cookies and pies, because everybody likes that. Of course, if you want to try something different like sorbet, that's good too.
So you should stick with non-traditional for vegetables and side dishes and traditional for desserts.
Absolutely.
That sounds perfect. Besides the food though, is there anything else that's really important?
The presentation. What you should try to do is have a focal point of the table so that people will pay attention to that. It should be colorful. You don't want to have a monochrome dinner. But of course, you could embellish the table with little things here and there to kind of draw away the focus and make everything beautiful.
That sounds wonderful. Thank you so much for all your tips.
Oh, anytime.